Okay, after the last video I had with this thing, struggling to get this thing working on Linux, I think I found the perfect way that I'm able to get this to run.
That's right, we're gonna cheat.
Now, if I'm gonna do this method, I had to do one specific thing that everyone nowadays is struggling to get. A job!
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
My package has arrived. Yes, with the money I've invested, I finally got something that will probably gonna help me out in the long run. Yes, sir. Your boy got himself an interface. This is a Focusrite 2i4. I wasn't sure if the 2i2 was gonna make it work because I wasn't sure like if I'm gonna need any extra MIDI stuff to make this work, but this should be doable enough because I got the extra bits and stuff in there. All I just need to do is plug my cables in and make magic happen. Because one of the best things about the Focusrite products is that they work out of the box on Linux. That's what I've been seeing out of the box. So we're gonna try this out. All right, let me see. We can just get the cables in. Let's see. That's gonna be for the left. It's gonna be for the right. This. There we go. We just gonna get this boy power. Okay. First and foremost, we gotta make sure this thing actually reads from the interface to see if this actually is sending a signal. Get through all this. Get through all this. Yes, connected to the internet. Yada yada yada. Okay. Let's try new project. Let's see in this interface, see if it reads the signals coming out of it. Well, it does. It's just super loud. I probably might need to turn it down a bit. In my settings on GNOME, it actually reads that my Scarlet is actually being read, so... And the inputs is right there too, so okay, cool. Now I just need to output it to my laptop speakers. So what DAW are we gonna be using today? Well, hold on, let me cut to OBS real quick. All right, we're trying something new today. We are trying Bitwig Studio. What is Bitwig Studio? Well, think about it as the stepson of Ableton Live, because apparently a few of the devs who worked on Ableton and work on Bitwig, so I'm assuming a lot of muscle memory that I had from Bitwig Studio came from will be adapted from Ableton. It's been a while since I used Bitwig Studio. It's been like, when did I use it? Like around like 2021 maybe? That was that long ago. I had to use it for like an audio class, and that was probably the only time I used it. But for something like this, I think it would be a great idea to learn. So let's see what we can cook up with this and see if my MPC learns. First and foremost, let me see if this thing can actually connect. Let's see. Okay, so it's not learning. So let's see. Settings, audio, pipe wire, in and out. Let's see. Now select my devices. Scarlet USB. Okay, there we go. We just need to select that in. So, but how do I play it out? See how it sounds. Well, it's reading. Definitely see that. So might be something on my end right here. Let's see in audio right here. Built-in headphones.
Front, left, front, right.
Okay, so it seems like it's coming through something on Bitwig's end. It's not telling me where it's supposed to be in here. Wait, hold on. Maybe I might be Oh, okay. I did that wrong. So it's like you use that system in and out. So that's why I can't hear it. So let me switch to my drums real quick. So let's see. We can come over here and try to swap out the drums a bit. Let's see. Drum tracks over here. The factory. Let's try the vault. Let's try the acoustic vintage. Let's see how that sounds. This is the drum pimp chop. Let's see how that sounds. Oh, I like this sound. It's a little bit more punchier. Got a little hi-hat roll to it too. Hey, that sounds pretty good. Now, how we gonna make this work? So it's like 110 BPM. Usually they try to do like double speed, so it's like 180. You just do it like this. Oh wait, no, I forgot. This is gotta hit the record button too. Does it do a count in real quick? Hold on, let's see. Okay. Yeah, I need to see if it could do a count in because I need a little bit extra. I need a little bit of starting time on that. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, but I'm trying to see like, does it allow you to do a count in? Because it's telling me enable my metronome. I think that's for like vocal recording, but I said like, let's see if there's a setting in there, recording. Oh, so it's in here. It says like 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm saying like after one measure, right? Let's see if I press play. So let's try this one more time. We can record that. You can probably just cut this bit and we could just probably see if best case scenario we can just zoom in a little bit more and see if we can quantize where everything is. So can I adjust the time signature for this? Well, not the time signature, but more or less like the pins, like the pins for it, so I can quantize it. Wait, hold on. They said the beat marker. Oh, so that's how they do it. So yeah, because these little small tools at the bottom right here, it said like double click to insert beat marker. Yeah, this is like that's something that's gonna be interesting to remember because in Ableton you don't need you just like hover at the top right here, and it has these little marks right here to alter the position of where your beats are landing on. I'm gonna redo that one more time, because I'm gonna take the loop off, because I want to just make sure that everything just syncs right. So let's see how it sounds with that. Like you can see that in here it's not lined up, so we're gonna try to adjust a little bit. So we're gonna have to like adjust here and there. I don't know. I don't know if this is more intuitive, or it would be nice to have these little transient things that I can move for each waveform from the top. Cause that would be easier for me to just like manipulate all these patterns without me just like having to manually move or manually double click everything. That's not bad. Can I even save this stuff, or that's disabled? Nah, I can't do that. Well, that's what I get for not purchasing things. Oh well, we're just gonna have to make sure this stuff just sounds good, and I'll have this on live, I guess. Now, instruments. What can we do in terms of instruments? Oh, so I guess we got something. Okay, so we got the drum machine. We got the polygrid sampler. A few other small stuff. And now they got it organized too. I don't have any of my instruments download. Wait, hold on. I think I can get something. Hold on. What's that thing? What is that thing where? What is that thing called? Yaw Bridge. There we go. And it's automatically supported in Bitwig Studio. So this might be the best way to get Windows plugins to work on Linux. I want to see if I can get Synology to work on here. But if not, it is what it is. I should expect that because this is a different operating system. Editor's note, this thing still does not work. I mean, Yaw Bridge does work, but somehow I'm trying to link it with my system. I got all the files downloaded. It's just linking it to my system so it can read that specific folder where all the VSTs are in. Synology is already downloaded. It's just getting my Linux system just to read that specific folder. Well, we're going to figure it out in another time, but let's just say it does work, but I just need to figure it out a little bit more. Actually, no, I actually can't restart my computer because I just realized this is on demo mode. If I get out of here, all the stuff that I just did, I don't feel like re-recording all this. So this just gives me all the effects and such on there. I need to know how am I user interface. How would I Or give me like a piano roll for it. Let's see. There's got to be a piano roll in here. I know for a fact that. So how do I use my keyboard? What? Caps lock? That is so weird. Hey. There's usually be like some toggle on there to do that, but luckily, similar controls as Ableton, you can go up and down an octave using X and Z. So I'm assuming a similar control use the quantize or control Q. Wow, that was supposed to be. Wow, I accidentally quit out the application. Oh man, great, fantastic. I did not intend to do that. I dead serious was not intending to do that. That's crazy. All right, let's try it again. It's supposed to like allow me to adjust. I was supposed to have everything. Like that is I think that's something that the Bitwig devs should fix, because just being able to like know where I can just like drag each of these waveforms so I can just adjust them based off the beats right here. So if I want to align them based off of like each of these is like its own small measure, like you got your 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, 2, 3, 4. Everything's supposed to be in a pattern like that. I just want to just drag it easily. It was saying this earlier, down in the bottom right here, telling me how to telling me to double click just to adjust where it is. I just don't know how to do that now. For some odd reason, it won't let me do it. It just is because now it's just telling me like when I double click, it just won't work. That's weird. Hey, we just gonna find something. We just gonna keep going. We just gonna keep pushing and see how that works. All time. Let's see it like this. Let's see. I'm gonna let that little hi-hat roll. You think it work that with that? No, so I learned that you have to use caps lock to do any kind of instrument, which I still think that is one of the weirdest concepts out of this whole entire thing. Like, this sounds very goofy sounding, but it's like. That ain't that bad, so this could probably modify this. I don't have no LFO, but that's yeah, I think it's just like figuring out what kind of sounds they have, because somehow the bass sounds in Bitwig, they ain't that bad. They low-key sound better than what Ableton has out of the box, so I ain't even too mad about that. Now, how do I quantize? Q is, so it's just Q. And selective quantize is Q. Gotcha. It's not control Q, because now I'm not booting out my DAW again. So it's like. Grand piano, let's see. Yeah, I might need to put some extra stuff on there because that is too soft. We might even just get rid of that because that just does not work. Let's see, because I think we can pretty much make this work. It's just something simple. think it works, but I know I should have did a better arrangement, like just having this, just keep this, because that was pretty much carrying the whole entire thing. This is like, the light piano is not loud enough. Even like the regular piano, you need to boost the sound for that. Because even when you hearing this, it's not that loud. Even with doubling it up. That's like near. That's something that could be worked better. And then also another thing, one kind of critique is being able to move these like waveforms to like quantize between each beat marker. You see the beat markers right there, and I was able to do it earlier. I don't know what worked. This is what made it work the first time and what I'm not doing right this time. But overall, majority of the stuff, like the knowledge that I have from like Ableton does transfer over. And one other thing I probably need to figure out on my spare time is getting plugins to work, because it definitely does work. I've seen people get this to work just by having YaBridge installed. I just need to figure out what I did wrong just trying to get that installed. And once I come back with that, that's probably going to allow everything to work. So, yeah, I finally got my MPC to work in some form of fashion. So, regardless if I was using Ableton and other Linux DAWs like LMMS, definitely Reason does work with this. I tried that on Reason. If I got one of those XLR mini cables, that probably will help out. Maybe that, because that probably another way to bypass this shenanigans with using and all these other things that requires drivers for it. That's probably might be one of the best ways to bypass any of this. So maybe at another time I'll probably see that, but overall I think this is a pretty good way to do things. So yeah, that's probably it for me for today.
My booty itch.